It's the phone, boss.
I also have the stream up, so it does look like it's streaming pretty well. So
Yeah, it seems like it's okay.
I'm probably gonna have to pause the stream just
because data.
yeah, it's gonna drain it.
Yeah,
I
no,
got
that's fair.
unlimited. I don't want it slowing down.
Yeah.
Well,
Speed
I would
capture.
recommend that you turn off video chat too, but if you want to keep it on, it's your choice.
But then people can't look at mask.
It's just about ready to debut too.
But
Yeah, speed caps are a thing on some providers, but
Yeah.
if you don't know how, you can turn off the video chat by going to the settings gear in the top right and setting broadcast and receive to others to nothing.
Broadcasts.
It seems alright at the moment. I'll do it if it slows down.
Fair enough. Well, what I'm going to do then is I am going to go to the bathroom very, very quickly because I am at the very bottom of this initiative.
Yeah,
and I will
go
be
ahead.
back.
Go ahead.
It's time, and now he goes.
Yeah, well.
He is not a fun guy to take a road trip with.
All right, we're live again. Woohoo. Let's get this on. There we go. All right. Thank the technocracy. I mean,
Have you tried applying the sacred oils and praying to the machine spirit?
no. I haven't gone through enough years of being of engine seer school to be able to do that.
all hail the machine god.
Yes, the Omnissiah, the Dragon of Mars. Yes, Plunder Loot says, "Praise ye the machine god." All right. Well, if we're all but back. I mean, Celine is Celine has taken a break in the private corner of her cell. So
Break her out.
yeah, Bright. Yeah, you throw open the door at just the inopportune time, and she just like turns bright red just from the neck up, and steam comes out of her chubby elf ears. Okay, so Bright just delivered. Oh, shoot, you're back. I'm sorry. Jade, it was your turn after Bright delivered a shocking grasp to some bright-sized area of the troll.
Yes. And I'd like to destroy the lock and free the imprisoned Celine.
Okay, rolled a hit, or are you doing something that requires a save? I don't know if you have some, like, corrupting touch or something.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, got it.
7, not bad.
Okay, so Celine, this mouthful of gears slams into the lock, and you can hear some of the teeth like rattling and grinding inside of the key tumbler. It's kind of torn up, but it doesn't seem like it's been completely busted through just yet. Jade, anything else? You landed a hit, but it is enough to get through the metal yet.
That also breaks your invisibility.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately, but I have to make a call. Is there anything else I need to do?
Noralai is going to be next, followed by Mordecai. Noralai and Mordecai.
Go ahead. I'm as far away from that thing as I'm willing to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the video off.
Okay.
Alright. Am I able to cast magic right now?
Can you? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like, am I bound or anything?
You... At this point, they're already battling the guard. You were told not to. Otherwise, bad things would happen. However, there's a lot of people here who are making other things probably worse than what you could, any trouble you could cause. So I'll leave that up to you. You were told not to use your magic here because bad things can happen. But there's other people using magic, and the troll seems to be distracted. But nothing, nothing
She's
mechanically.
used to bad things
Yeah,
happening.
nothing is mechanically blocking you from casting.
Okay. Can I use Misty Step? Yeah, probably. Like right in front of where Mordecai is and get out of the cell?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
And then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, goodbye. And just kind of run past Mordecai.
Okay. La-di-da-di-da. Let's see.
Bye.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's not very nice. She's not even staying to help, and we let her out of jail.
Oh.
Caught.
Get myself out of jail.
All right, so Mordecai, Noralai pushes past you, and with a cutesy little bye, runs past. It's your turn. What are you doing? The troll is flailing around in this confined space. The prisoner has escaped. What do?
I just call after the new tiefling and say, "There's strength in numbers," and run up to the troll.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to viciously mock him.
Okay. Another wisdom save. Oh man. All right, let's see what I got.
Okay. Not gonna happen.
Boom! Resisted. Billy, you don't mess with Billy the troll.
Billy the troll has like way too much wisdom.
I'm very wise. I've lived a very long time.
And then next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call over to Lane and say, "You've got this. Get out here and help me fight this thing." And I'm gonna give her a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So here,
Very useful.
Mordecai, this whole time you're trying to viciously mock. You're doing all this, and he just looks at you sideways, grins, and all his skin wrinkles up, and he just says, "You mad?"
Sounds like Mordecai's the one.
All right, it is now his turn. What am I gonna do to you? Let's see. Oh, snap. Okay, I get to do several things to you here. Let's see. Mordecai, you tried to viciously mock it, and the others... yeah, but Bright also... Bright got in a shocking grasp, and that might make him upset. So what he'll do is... Mordecai, he will not disengage from you. And he will step over here.
Okay, did you say he did disengage or
No,
did not?
he did not disengage.
Okay, attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Heck yeah,
Yep,
24.
you hit with something.
6!
Woo! Okay. Bright, as it steps over to you, you see that all of the charred not like the charred and wrinkled electricity like marks you left on him start to heal over, and his skin goes back to a very healthy green, warty, wrinkled, unhealthy looking healthy. But then Mordecai tags him with a short sword, and it opens up a gash on him.
I thought someone might do fire damage to him, but instead she ran away.
She's a young, wistful tiefling. All right, it is now going to. It's gonna claw you. So let's. It's actually gonna try and claw you twice. So I'm just gonna roll. It doesn't have advantage. Here's the two numbers.
Okay.
Okay. Does a 13 hit you? Probably not.
Said no.
Oh,
13 does not
okay.
hit.
All right. So Billy the Troll's just having an awful time trying to grab you. And, oh, come here, you little morsel. I'm gonna eat you. And it misses. And so it
Better
opens.
than you have tried.
It opens its mouth and it just says, "Rah!" And it's gonna try and bite you instead of grabbing you. There we go. That'll get a hit in. You are going to take
Ow.
6 piercing damage as it bites you.
Ow. 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 You know, everything is always biting me. I really wish they would stop.
And you see some of your pink hair in its mouth, and is that strawberries?
It is. It is. Thank you. But please stop.
It's now Celine's turn.
Oh yeah.
Pew pew.
Yeah, it is Celine's turn. So this lock, what kind of state is that lock that Jade blasted in?
The metal looks kind of cracked and dented. That being said, unfortunately, metal, I mean, it might be tangled up on itself. So if you want to bust through it in some way, it's probably at the point where it just needs to force, as negotiations are off the table.
Me? Force? With a strength of 8?
You got magic spells.
Not anything that can deal with that.
Oh, what? You're gonna make Jade the Swole do it again?
If I was to force my way through, would that be an action?
Yeah, I'd have it be a standard action to try and use an athletics to like shoulder it, to give it a good, to throw all your weight behind it.
Cool. Okay then. I'm not done. I'm gonna use the D6 that Mordecai gave me.
Sure.
Wow! Wow!
I tried.
Not getting through that.
Celine, you dash yourself against the bars of the prison, and you just end up you dislocate your shoulder, and it's just hanging there in your socket. Ah!
Get out. You're safe in there. Just use your attack spells. Kill the troll.
Bright, it is your turn.
Nope,
Oh.
not yet. I've got something I still got to do. That was an action.
Okay, sure. What
Bonus
you got?
action.
Oh yeah, you get those.
Spiritual weapon.
Boo. All right.
Actually, spiritual weapon? No. Bonus action. I'm going to use Shield of Faith.
Okay.
That's a first level spell slot. I'll just use my holy symbol as component for that.
Okay.
So
Who are you casting Shield of Faith on?
myself.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No, there is a reason for that.
Okay.
And now that's the end of my turn. So I can go to Bright.
Okay. Bright.
Is the troll wearing armor that's made of metal?
No. In fact, he's wearing very little. Whether that's something good or bad in your eyes, I'll leave that up to your character, but he's not wearing all that much.
Then in that case, I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Action. I go here.
Okay. You step into the cell.
Yes. And then I cast a firebolt at the troll.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Pew pew pew. Let's see. That'll end up missing.
Sorry, I got dizzy when I teleported. I'm new to this. Okay, sorry, my bad.
You got this, Bright.
All right. It is now Jade's turn.
So if Jade could bust me over here, that would be wonderful.
Sorry, I blanked on a second. Yeah, I could.
Now, Billy is in the way. Billy, the large troll, is between you and the lock. Between the warlock and the lock. But you could. Oh no! No, hang on. I'm sorry. I was looking at Mordecai. I got to zoom in a little bit further. There we go. Never mind. You have a clear shot, Jade. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
That was me.
What would the strength DC be to undo or to kick that lock down?
Unknown to Jade. If you want to try it, you can. But
Okay.
there's nothing that's obviously like a neon blinking sign.
No, I understand that.
Can I recommend that someone besides me try to kill the troll, please? Well, I'll have time to get out of jail when the troll is dead.
Can Celine reach the troll through the bars right now?
If she moves up, she can.
All right. If that is the case, and this doesn't have its keys on it, all right. I guess I'm gonna end up acquiescing to the request that was earlier provided. To the troll, then.
Mm-hmm. 14.
14 do it?
No. Billy the troll is able to... while he's large, he's very kind of lanky and nimble, and he just kind of goes, whoa! And lifts his arm out of the way as one of your screaming mouths go past him and impact the lock over here, sending the door kind of like hinging open a little bit. However, the contents of that cell have long since escaped, and by long I mean 6 seconds ago.
Go ahead then.
Noralai.
Seems longer because of the internet outage.
Yeah, that was a long 6 seconds. Noralai, what are you doing?
I think my internet is actually. Speaking of the outage.
You think your internet is back?
Yeah, I just connected back to my modem.
Hopefully it reaches mine. I'm still seeing a blinking light.
Yep. So, I think I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna keep running towards the door.
Okay. So you are scampering 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Mordecai. What do?
What do indeed? I think I'm just gonna give him a couple swipes.
Okay. Swipe, swipe.
Snick, snick.
Yeah.
17.
Hey, you hit. Congrats.
Woo! That one's for 4.
Alrighty.
And then offhand is a 24
Yeah, you hit with that.
for 1.
Yay.
Woo, 5 damage. And that's my turn.
All right, we're over on the troll. Mordecai, as you're assaulting this thing with the pointy end of your sword, you see its wounds heal over, with the exception of that very vicious 1 slashing damage from your offhand weapon. That mark is still there. Intent has been shown.
There.
And it is going to... you heard it. I'm going to try to claw bite on Mordecai.
Yeah.
So here's my claw. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so both are going to hit. And this is going to be 2d6 plus 8, 7. Take 15 slashing damage.
Holy moly.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, that's its bite. Its claw is a little bit more. So I'm sorry, from the first claw, it's going to be 11 slashing. The second claw is going to be 11 slashing.
Wait, you said how much?
Total 22.
Yeah, 22 slashing damage, 11 from each claw.
I am unconscious.
All right.
Are you at exact 0, or are you bleeding
I'm at 0.
Yep, it's okay, I gotcha.
Okay, let's see. So it's clawing you, and it is going to... Jade hasn't really done anything. I mean, you tried to hit it, but you didn't. And it has this
failure.
It has this annoying little fly buzzing around at it. Billy the Troll doesn't like being duped. So Billy the Troll is going to try and bite an unconscious Mordecai. Nom 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 nom. Which
Ooh, ouch.
is going to be what, an auto... It's not an auto crit, but I get advantage.
It's
right?
advantage, and it will auto crit.
Okay. All right,
Yep,
so...
2 death saving
It
throws.
is. Yep. So it Billy smash, and it claws you down, and you fall, and then maybe you wish you were unconscious, but as this is all happening simultaneously, before you do fall unconscious completely, anyway, you see that Billy just kind of goes down and bites you with his teeth, and then the sweet mercy of unconsciousness falls over you. It is now Celine's turn.
As a bonus action,
Okay.
I'm going to spend a first level spell slot. And I will cast Healing Word on Mordecai.
Okay. What are you shouting at him?
It's not even a shout. This sweet, almost angelic voice would echo in the ears of Mordecai and Mordecai alone. And it would say something along the lines of, "You're not finished yet. Get up."
Mordecai, you gasp for breath. Your eyes flutter open. You're very sore. There's probably a mark of Ouija somewhere on you. And you look up, and the first thing you see is a big set of troll balls just kind of dangling over you, because Billy's not wearing all that much.
Ha.
All right. What else are you doing, Celine?
Now, that was my bonus action.
Yep.
For my action. So if I was to move up, I could strike it through the bars, yes?
Yes. Yeah, you just move up to the door.
Cool. This is purely for flavor. Celine slowly marches towards the door, and as she does, this cloak of just black overtakes her. Her eyes focus. The only thing visible, being her eyes, one blue, one green, focused very intently on the troll.
Okay.
She's like, I've had a really, really bad day.
She has. A ladder said she was fat.
It's just like, I've had inanimate objects question my weight. I've been marked as a sacrifice. And then you deign to hurt my friends? And then you hear this little giggle, and it sounds almost maniacal in nature. And what follows next are words dripped with, coated in so much venom that it might make the other members of the party blink a little bit, because they would have never heard Celine talk like this.
Oh, all right. Well, what does your potty mouth say?
It's like, I'm going to enjoy flaying you alive. And I'm gonna make a rapier attack.
Okay. Poke.
I have no idea who this person is, but I like her.
Ow!
All right. Cloaked in
That's good
darkness, a big build-up. I'm going to flay you with my... And you poke it, and your rapier just sort of like bends against its hide as it fails to pierce it.
Like,
Having flashbacks to an intimidation check right now.
And that's just... Celine does that, it's just like... And then she just lets out this scream of an F word, and that'll be the end of my turn. Right, it's your turn.
Billy the troll just looks at you and kind of blushes a little bit. It's such language. Bright, yep, you are up.
okay, I have to use a firebolt. That's the only choice for me. I mean, I have the choices, but firebolt's the only good one. So, firebolt it is. An 18. Does that hit finally?
Yes, it does.
So
It
nice.
it singes him. Ah! Why you? Oh, that hurts. That hurts worse than insults.
I know, because the sticks and stones break your bones, but words don't seem to hurt you very much.
As I'm coming to realize.
Firebolt is bad for you.
Anything else then? Otherwise, it's Jade.
I'm here. This is good.
Okay. All right, Jade. What are you doing?
Jade is going to move out of his... He's got an attack of opportunity, but going to join side by side with Bright through this tiny door that was not designed for a large creature.
Then
No one has opened this cell.
It's
It
not
might be open, but he's a large creature, and as far as I understand it, the doors are designed for a medium creature.
I mean, I don't think this. Well, I guess I didn't check the door, but I don't think this cell is unlocked.
How do you get the keys to lock it for you?
How did that roll twice? Huh? No, she Misty stepped between the bars because she could see the
okay.
space beyond. Yep.
It's possible that it's unlocked, and I didn't need to use a Misty Step. So if you want to try the door, feel free. But I don't. I have done nothing to unlock this door. That's intentional.
Okay, then. If I can't do that, then I guess we're going back to square one.
Okay. What were you blasting?
That's the troll, and it's 1 point for nothing happens.
Okay.
Jade lets go of this, and it like may clip his ear, and it just watches as it grows back. Like, oh god dang it.
Okay, yeah. It so the mouth kind of like, but it's like a pug trying to like savage like someone wearing heavy jeans. You're just like, oh, that's cute. it just looks at the little mouth and like, oh, you need to eat, little one. And anything else from you, Jade?
I prepare for death.
Okay, Noralai. What is Noralai doing?
Let's see. I went into the little forest room.
Yes, it looks like a forest. I mean, there's some patches of grass. It kind of looks like it looks like trees along the wall. There's a big log and a campfire.
You may or may not have heard an all-consuming scream of a very, very loud expletive from back the way you came.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I probably, got into this room, saw there was like the stone walls, and then heard a scream and thought, maybe I should help them. And then I will make my way back.
Okay, there we go.
Which way to go?
So that's you dashing, and you get into the room before the jail area.
Okay.
All right, huff, 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 puff, puff, puff. Mordecai. Uh-oh. What's going to happen, Mordecai?
All right. He's been doing way too well on wisdom throws. But I need to do some serious damage, so I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Whispering evil nothings into his ear.
All right. Let's make a wisdom saving throw. Here we go. What number do I need, just offhand?
13.
He looks down at you. You again?
He does take half, so...
Oh,
You
yes,
should have
doesn't
whispered
he?
evil somethings instead of evil nothings.
So he takes 3 damage.
Noted. All right. Anything else from you?
I'm gonna bonus action Inspire Celine again.
Okay.
That was the greatest monologue ever! Do it again.
Let's see. So you stood up and you're still mocking it and telling it bad things. Jade dealt 1 point of damage. You at least dealt 6. And Celine is entirely ineffective because her rapier didn't pierce its hide. So Mordecai, I'm afraid you are alpha threat on the board. As Billy is going to turn to you, and
Did you get up?
Yeah, I stood.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because otherwise he would have had advantage.
And we're gonna do the dance again. We're going to go claw, claw, bite. So here's the claw, claw.
Could go really bad.
17 and 21.
Both hit.
Okay. And so if the one's gonna hit and is most likely gonna drop you. Let me do the damage on that first. 6 plus 4 is 10 slashing damage.
Yep, that puts me at 0 again.
Okay. Mordecai, the other claw is then going to deal damage to you, having you have your 3rd death saving throw.
It resets.
It resets.
It resets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it reset on a long rest. Or am I thinking 4th edition?
Oh, it resets when you get healing.
Yeah, it resets whenever you get healing.
Oh, all right.
If you get back up for whatever reason, it's
reset.
Yeah, it resets.
Okay.
What makes healing word such a broken spell in this edition?
I have seen several YouTube videos stating that healing word is the most broken spell in the game. But that's fine. He has a bite and you are down. So let's nom nom. And he at least gets advantage on that because you are unconscious and down.
Yeah.
So he is going to hit, and that is going to be a critical, and so you are going to take 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that will put you at 3, correct?
That will be at 3. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what you all see now? Don't go anywhere, Coffee Cat. Don't go anywhere. What you see is Billy the Troll turns around. So Mordecai got up, kind of bloody, and, he's sort of like Marty McFly to Biff Tannen, like, you get your damn hands off her. And, unfortunately, though, Biff is going to win this fight. And you're just, and you see Mordecai savaged. This troll just goes, and picks up Mordecai, and, in his sharp teeth, and, flings him, let's go. Odd is Celine. Even is Jade. Odd. So flings him against the bars. So he's kind of, but I guess he's between you two. It would be with the spacing. But if it was Jade, I probably would have put him a little bit closer towards the corner over here. Anyway, and so just wonderful ragdoll physics. You've never seen ragdoll physics like this in any FPS. High budget stuff. And Mordecai just sort of like and slinks down. Celine.
Action.
Okay.
Roll the hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
I'm going to choose to use my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
So he's going to be taking an extra 8 on top of what I roll here.
Bring it.
He's taking 17.
Ooh, all right. We're dealing damage.
Hit.
Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual weapon.
Bonk. You got him? Oh, that deals force damage. All right.
Yep. And that was max.
All right. All right. With Mordecai's bleeding his own blood beside you, and that seems to fuel your rage. And you unleash a salvo attacks on Billy the Troll.
And there would also be in that a very, very loud, very rage-filled scream. In fact, it's so rage-filled that you imagine that she might have... that it could be that she learned a thing or two from Tazray while he was around.
Ah, poor Tazray.
As far as any of us know.
Yeah.
He's just watching Boxy.
Yeah, totally. Bright, what are you doing?
Okay. I really hope this hits because we did a lot of damage and I don't want him to get better. But I have to cast another firebolt.
Pew. Ooh, look at you.
Firebolt. 12 points.
Said so sweetly. All right, so Celine, you start savaging him, and he kind of like turns from your attacks, and Bright, as he turns, that's when you kind of aim your shot and firebolt right in the wound.
That's the best place to hit a firebolt.
Jade. Mordecai is Mordecai's a ragdoll at your feet. His blood is kind of splattered everywhere, including on you. Fire just streaked from behind you and scored a crucial hit on Billy the Troll. His wound is sort of simmering and burning.
Jade, it's like time slows for her for a moment when she looks at Mordecai. He's not bleeding. You need to be alive to bleed. What Mordecai effectively doing right now is draining. He is draining down the floor. Along with all those maggots that are peeling out from under his skin, trying to get away, looking for a new host. She knows this. She knows. Mordecai. Mordecai. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. And with that, she throws out her hand, and knowing full well that she will be next. This is though it's preordained that she will be joining him soon. She does not intend to go without a fight, whatever she can do, which is very minimal. Nothing.
Okay. Perhaps, I don't know, fear, anxiousness, inevitability. You aim one of your force shots, and you let it go, and it screams, and as the troll just like clenches to cover its wound, it just strikes against like a very like stern forearms, because as we all know in fighting games, this is the ultimate defense. And if you hold your crossed forearms in front of you, and not even Wolverine's claws nor Cyclops' beam can get through the ultimate defense. And so Jade, your force bolt slams into it, and it seemingly has no effect. Noralai, what are you doing? You can technically see this from where you're at. This door is open, and you do have a clear line.
Can I get to right inside the door?
You can get to here with a 30 feet of movement.
Okay. And that's 15 feet. Alright, I'm just gonna run in.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna clap my hands together.
Okay.
And cast Thunderwave.
Okay. Let's see. Must make a Constitution saving throw. Let's try it. What is my save DC?
13.
13. It fails.
Oh. It also gets slammed back into the bars.
So roll your thunder damage.
It's 10.
It already did. It was automatic.
Yeah, it already does it.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. Yeah, I was. Okay, so let me add this in, and
All the neighbors. We're gonna have insects coming after us now.
So Celine, what happens is, Noralai here comes in, and thunder rolls away from her. Jade, your hair just sort of like tossles in the wind. You're not affected by it. You're outside of 15 feet, but you're just outside of 15 feet. So I don't know. Maybe it makes your cheeks flap a little bit, or your hair kind of like jostles in the wind. Celine, make a. I'll allow either an acrobatics or an athletics.
I will choose acrobatic.
Okay.
Mordecai is going to help me with that 1d6 because that does not go away.
From the grave, his spirit is whispering to you.
God damn it! No!
You suck, Celine. Boo. Boo.
Mordecai's advantage, and so it doesn't do anything.
All right.
If his dice are sucking today.
So what happens is Billy the Troll just kind of slams back into your bars, and this will knock you prone back here, but your door does bust open because the lock was already damaged. And now this
Okay,
massive
that's fine.
troll going, it knocked you over as well, but it does knock your door in, and Billy's not knocked down, but he's there, but the door is open and you're on your butt.
That's fine.
All right. Anything else from you, Noralai? Do you have a bonus action?
Don't think so.
Alrighty. As a sorcerer, you can do things like I don't know which, well, not invocations, which meta magic you took, but you can sometimes do things like cast 2 spells in a turn if one of them's a cantrip. So.
Yeah, no, I'm done for now.
Okay.
Just remember, you have the strongest first level ability in the game. That's Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos is the strongest.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Tides of
gives-
Chaos is good. Let's continue
gives-
this
Yeah.
on.
it
Instead of
gives-
talking about
yeah.
things that you might do at some point.
Yeah.
Mordecai, you continue to assume room temperature.
Yes.
Billy the troll is going to look rather dazed and upset, and is going to take a step up towards Noralai here, and is
No?
If that is the case, then
Mhm.
you would be exiting the reach of my spiritual weapon.
it would seem so.
As well as Jade.
Spiritual weapons can't take reactions.
Oh, can they not?
Why
Yeah,
could
but I
they?
wasn't-
There's nothing.
Spiritual weapon doesn't count as a creature, so it doesn't get reactions.
Uh-huh.
But Jade does.
I will have a look.
Jade does. Oh yeah.
no, it
look-
doesn't really show it.
Hey, the dagger does land a hit.
Just as a quick shiv. Just stab it once in the kidneys and might be just like this little prick.
Okay, you do pierce the troll hide, and it blood does well in the wound, though he seems to ignore your little stab, and is quite upset at his escaped prisoner, who dares to cast Thunderwave on him.
No?
Not this again, you little girl. Ah! Claw, claw.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Does an 11 hit your AC?
No.
All right, so 1 claw is going to hit, unless you're doing anything to prevent it. All right, 15 slashing damage.
Eeh.
And then it is going to come over to Jade, because it has blooded you. And it is you as in Noralai. Jade, it'll step over and it'll attempt to bite you.
Which is also an attack of opportunity from Noralai, isn't it?
Yeah.
If she has a weapon to do so.
I have
Alright.
a dagger.
Does a 16 hit you, Jade?
Everything hits me. I'm dead. Don't worry about it.
All right. 10 piercing damage from teeth.
Okay. Puts me down almost by 1/3.
Okay. Nom.
I don't have any mass healing spells.
It's okay. We'll just knock this troll down real quick. And the real question is if Mordecai can make a death save. I know his dice have been really bad, so we all have to pray for Mordecai.
I thought he was already at 3.
He was.
Yeah, I'm already dead.
I thought he had 2.
No, because the one claw gave him 1, and then
The
he got
bite was a
bitten.
crit.
The bite is an automatic crit.
Celine, what are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, what am I doing? That's a very good question. Just thinking about it. Right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to immediately exit the cell. Being up using 15 feet, and then walking 10 for 25. Spiritual weapon attack to begin the turn. Bonus action.
Okay.
It's an 18.
You hit.
That's 7 damage.
And noted.
And then I'm going to spend another second level spell slot and cast Inflict Wounds.
You touched him. That's a bad touch, too.
Make it a worse one.
Oh, I'm going to. That's 27.
27. Oh.
27.
Six.
Yeah, because it's a higher
What's
level
that?
cast. It's
A lot of dice.
I rolled a 10 on the extra d10.
Gotcha. All right. So that is going to 27 damage is going to be
That'll be 34 all up for my turn.
okay. Your inflict wounds sears through Billy the Troll's body, and he withers and crumples at your touch as he falls to his knees, kind of like clutching at that smoldering wound still in his chest, and he just kind of goes, I see purple, violet, and dies.
Whilst he is on his knees, as Selena is in a rather rage-filled state at the moment, she is going to, as a flavorful coup de grace,
Mm-hmm.
use the spiritual weapon to full-on decapitate him.
It's probably wise. It is a troll. Okay. Its head is removed from its shoulders.
Is that that's end of combat? Yes.
There's nothing that is immediately presenting danger. You do know that you do know that there are other
Just to
people
be
in this
sure.
complex, but
I want to cast another firebolt at his body.
oh, okay.
Yeah. No, there are just
Bright's
I think
advice:
Mordecai had
always
enough-
double tap. Tee hee, pew pew.
That's my deal with doing it.
Hasn't poor Mordecai had enough without you firebolting his corpse?
Mordecai, you silly goose. The troll. Mordecai too, I guess it wouldn't matter anymore. But I'm
Oh, it
firebolting
will.
the troll body just to make sure that he stays dead.
Okay, so the firebolt. I mean, you just you go up to it and it fires right into its insides, and just a puff of very foul smelling smoke emerges from the firebolt wound.
So, could somebody go? I left the keys over here. I'll magically make a ping appear over there. Can somebody go get the keys and let me out? And then I guess I don't know what we want to do about Mordecai. We'll have to do something for him. This is terrible. I didn't.
Celine
Say that again.
Celine is going to look at Norelai, and she says in a, it's kind of a forcibly sweet voice, as she's trying to not convey the amount of pure, unadulterated rage she feels right now. But she goes, Norelai, would you be a dear and get the keys that Bright left over there, please?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
while that's happening, Jade basically slumps her back onto the cage and slides onto her butt, kind of pulling her knees up into her chest. She leans against the corpse of Mordecai. Looks at the maggots and things crawling out, that have been trying to escape his body for a while. She leans into him. You know, I would have cried a lot over you right now. You two would have been really, really close. I think it would have been worse for you. I think it would have been worse for you if you were here. So I guess we both did a mercy. I missed the singing. But it's funny. Met you at a funeral. Never expected to leave you at one too. Would have been bad for him. She stands up.
Mm-hmm.
Celine is actually trying her best to not cry right now.
And what is Bright doing in this moment?
I can't really do anything until... But to Jade, and I'm saying to Jade, as long as we're traveling, and I know that you are the only one of us who's really ready for it, and so that's why you're going to have to be strong, so that the rest of us, we all have to learn from you, because you're the only one who's really used to this. I mean, I see these things, but not usually right up close. So thank you for doing your best for him, and we'll all still stick together. Okay, that's all.
Jade looks to Brian. At first it's with a bit of confusion, and then it's almost like she's putting the pieces together. He gives her a slight nod, and probably almost absent-mindedly so ruffles the head of Mordecai a bit, though, like I'm imagining you can hear the neck.
Don't ruffle so hard.
And she just kind of thinks about it. Oh, we need a place to make camp, to make rest, a place to hide.
I'm worried because that fight made a lot of noise, especially when Purple Girl set off the big boom. So, and I know we saw some insect men on the way in, and they might be here any minute. So I don't think we can rest. I think we have to keep moving. I think we have to get out of here as quick as we can. And I don't know if we can bring Mordecai with us. We might have to leave him behind.
Let them come.
Well, I'm not hurt real bad. But I know Jade is hurt, and I think we're in a lot of danger here.
I'll heal you up. Let them come.
Silly. I know you don't pay much heed to me. I know you feel the need to expound your worship in blood-soaked swathes, but right now it is not your time. It's not now, but soon. And it's not going to do you any good to skip your part, because it's going to make someone else get hurt in your stead. And enough of that has already happened. Don't do this to You know, she's struggling. Like she's trying for empathy, but is struggling so hard to do so. She looks to the newcomer. You came back. That's new. I don't like new. But you did come back. Does that mean I like you? Did he like you? She looks up as though remembering something. Yeah, I think he did. He did. So, why don't you come along? You'll find once you get out of here with us, once you do, you're gonna have a really hard time leaving.
That sounds a little ominous, but I don't know my way out anyways, so I guess I'd have to come with you guys.
Could you come use those keys and unlock the door?
Yeah, I got them. They go on unlock the door.
Jade begins to keep watch at the hall with Celine, I believe, is also there. Every so often looking over her shoulder to Mordecai. Well, what's left of him anyway.
There ain't someone who's cursing her own powerlessness more than Celine right now.
You still here, Mordecai?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still here.
I didn't see you move. I didn't know if your connection derped out or not.
No,
That-
I was playing into it.
That's okay. That's been going on. That's been going around tonight.
I'm gonna assume that the door is open.
Yeah. The purple tiefling kind of jangles through the keys and manages to get the right one.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna say, hi. I see that you're a really pretty color, and I like that. And I was pretty sad.
Oh, thank you.
I was pretty sad and a little bit angry when you ran away. I thought that was really selfish. But also you came back, and that was really good. So, if you want, you can come with us. My name's Triddle, but only my mom really calls me that. Most people call me Bright, so you can call me Bright, especially if we're friends. If we're
You
not
owe
friends,
us. You owe us. The cricket's chirping. You owe us. You owe us. You owe us.
This is
You got
Peggy
a little
Sue.
bug in your hair.
Yeah, I know. She's my friend. Her name is Peggy Sue. I can talk to her. No one else understands her. But she says that you owe us.
I mean, you guys
If
can
that's the
have
way to
some
look
part
at
of
it. I mean, we weren't looking for you. We were looking for someone else. But since we found you, we would be okay. We would be happy for you to come with us. Just please don't run away again. Why did you do that? Were you afraid of the troll? Were you afraid of Jade? Lots of people are.
Well, yeah, the troll's big and scary, and I've been here a while. I don't know how long I've been here, and then I saw that I could leave, and I did, but I don't know where to go in the other room. There's doors, but I don't know which one's right.
Okay. So what can you do? Can you do anything to? I saw that you made a big boom, and that was kind of fun. Normally I would really be excited about that, but I'm afraid that there will be insect people coming in any minute. So although it's been a while and they haven't come yet, so maybe they're not. But what else can you do?
Well, I can, you know, you saw how I was in the cell, but then I was outside. I can do that.
I can do that too. Are you a wizard like me? Where did you study? At the library? At the great
No,
library like me?
Well, I was trained by a wizard, but no, I just can do magic. It's really cool.
Well,
I should do that.
okay. Well, I mean, I want to do it, but I can't really do it right now because I don't think we have time. I think we need to decide what we're going to do about Mordecai, and then we should.
God, that sucked. Oh god. Ugh.
Wait, what's happening? Because I think the stream just died for me.
Yeah,
Could've
it
sworn I
shows
just heard Mordecai's voice.
the stream did die, and you did hear Mordecai's voice.
Yep.
Okay.
Just in time, right?
God damn it.
The lights turn off, bang, and the lights turn back on, and there's a body.
You did it.
There we go, it's back.
Ah,
Did a
good.
whimsical god just end up deciding to throw a life preserver at the cornerstone of death and purgatory?
Maybe.
But never fear, Zoidberg is on the case.
Well, if he is back,
Oh god. Ugh.
he's immediately gonna get a cure wounds. Like immediately.
Okay.
I thought he was dead.
Like that is if he's coming back.
Are you? I mean, he's groaning.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wow.
cure wounds.
Why are the maggots crawling back into the body?
Your cure wounds does not seem to have an effect.
Damn it! I just wasted a second of spell slot for nothing. Ah, we need a long rest after this.
Holy fuck, I'm not doing that again. Whoops. That's weird.
It's right. That's only 2. We're still PG-13.
We got one more.
If we go one more, then parents around the United States are going to get upset with us.
Yeah, we have one more.
That's foul language.
You were just squeezed out like jelly in a bedroll.
Yeah, it did not feel good.
People don't come back from the... Jade immediately ends up forcing 2 fingers down your throat. They're dirty, and she's just like prodding, looking it down your throat, and just checking pulse through your tongue, you know.
Jade, as you do that, you take 1 point of piercing damage as you scrape your finger along a fang in his mouth.
Oh.
Ow, 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 ow.
Wait,
Oh no!
you didn't do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Now I know how we change.
Yeah!
Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
I'm so sorry, Mordecai, but you're on Jade's exterminate list now.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait. Wait. You guys didn't do anything?
I'm gonna feel for a pulse.
Yeah, Jade's fingers from down his throat the whole time. So
Properly
that-
feel for a pulse, like on neck. If that was it.
Met die.
I reset because I lost all of you, so I should be back in now. Sorry about
But
that.
no, I was
Yeah,
gonna,
we're all in shock.
Yeah.
I'm placing 2 fingers to Mordecai's neck to see if I can feel a pulse.
You do not feel a pulse, actually.
Slean's eyes go wide. You changed.
What?
That's it.
What? What do you mean?
Remember? You got bitten by a vamp.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah. You dying must have triggered the transformation.
Oh boy.
You are a vampire.
Does that mean he's gonna bite us?
Probably. Well, you
gonna
more
stay.
likely. You and Kid more likely. I think myself and Bright.
No,
are
everything
in
always
on this
bites
one.
me, so I'm ready for that.
I
Except for
don't
me.
have any intentions to. I promise.
Yeah, that is a thing. Is this the kind of vampirism that that causes like alignment changes and things like that, or
Who knows? He's only been alive now for, what, a round or two?
He isn't even alive.
Alright, alive is a strong word. Animated.
Reanimated, yeah.
Guy, do you remember us?
Well, yeah. You're Bright. And Selena
I am.
and Jade.
I know. Do you have...
My name's Norlai.
I didn't...
Hi.
Okay, she's purple.
So Celine is currently going to wrap her arms around Mordecai and burst into tears.
Oh, okay.
I guess... Well, it doesn't matter for the rest of us, but what if he bites you?
I don't intend to. I really don't.
Is this where he rolls a will save? Wisdom save? I mean, literally, food's right there. Right there. He can feel the veins pumping. Right? There's the warmth of body heat right there. I mean, it's right there.
So, my blood is strawberry flavored.
Do you really want to take a chance at a tetanus shot with Jade? I mean, really? That's right there. Right over there. I mean, you got fresh meat already delivered, probably half starved, so you know it's lean meat.
Vampires are usually really hungry when they first arise. So I've heard.
That
Do
might
I
change soon.
experience a hunger, Matt?
There is a hunger, and I will let you decide how you would like to approach slaking your thirst. You see, there are your friends. They're convenient and close by. So you could try and take a bite. You can try and coax them to give you a bite, or it just so happens, my dear Mordecai, that the floor is covered in troll blood.
I'm gonna give that a taste.
Okay.
What's it taste like?
So you all see Mordecai. Celine, you get your hug in. You know, come on, bring it in. Come on. Mordecai, you manage to not bite your friend Celine. However, the temptation is strong. You let Celine go, and Celine, you see that Mordecai. It looks like at first maybe he's on his hands and knees, like he's gonna throw up. And then you see that he's kind of doing the opposite of throwing up. He's like almost like a dog, like putting his head down and lapping up troll blood off the floor.
Ew.
Mordecai, it's tingly, and you can feel where the part of your body that was like kind of chewed and torn out is slowly beginning to re-knit.
Okay. Well, that's a thing.
Hey, that's kind of creepy. I have to say, and this is someone who actually likes Jade. So just keep that in perspective.
Wow. Okay. That's where this went.
It's at this point, as Bright is pointing out, this is from somebody who likes Jade. The eyes go to Jade, and Jade is sucking on her finger. It looks like it might have a bit of troll blood she scraped off the floor. Like,
It tingles on your tongue.
I'm not gonna try any troll blood. I know peer pressure and everything, but I think I'm gonna resist.
You get 1 hit point back, Jade.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Jade at this point stops, and it seems to be like the gears are turning a lot right now, like as if just a sudden realization has appeared.
Whew. Well, that was a thing that we will never do again.
Jade checks her own pulse.
Thup thup. Thup thup. Thup thup. Thup 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 thup. Thup thup.
Okay.
shave and a haircut, 2 bites.
No, it would be shave and a haircut.
Oh, I know. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So basically, I'm guessing that it like the party minus Mordecai and Celine have like a stage of like para vampirism where they gain the like the like a lessened healing from consumption of blood.
We don't know that.
And then when they die, it triggers a transformation into like a complete vampire, and like including like no pulse and more hunger and stuff.
Latent vampirism. But the question is whether we gain hit points just from drinking blood, or if it's special because it's troll blood, and troll blood has regeneration powers. We don't necessarily know.
You'll have to conduct an experiment.
I'm
Jade
not
will conduct this
going to
experiment.
conduct that experiment.
Jade will. Jade
drink my
kind of
blood.
leads over.
Also, don't bite Celine, because she's not a vampire yet. And also, don't bite Darla.
She's just going after the troll. Like she will sink her, well, just teeth. There's no fangs to it, right? And just find an open wound that isn't quite healing because troll might be dead. Regeneration's gone out the window.
Oh no,
And
bright
just
double
starts
tapped. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
I don't ever say tee. I don't know where that came from.
Of the fluids still in the corpse.
Okay, so Jade, you just you use its open wound as a watering hole, and you kind of just dunk your head in.
Pretty much. This might come out of absolutely nowhere for anybody else.
Sure. Your wounds begin closing.
Am I fully healed right now?
Given what you're doing,
10
yeah.
points of damage.
Yeah.
And me?
Okay.
Yeah, Mordecai, you're up. By the way, Noralai, as I explained, Jade is using this troll's corpse, headless corpse, as a watering hole. Think like a documentary in Africa. A bunch of lions and wildebeest, and they just sort of dunk their heads in.
I'm gonna slowly make my way to the door.
When Jade starts to do
okay,
this,
Noralai. I'm
you
sorry
see
that
that
this is your
her
introduction to us.
you see that the broken ribs or the collarbone, all that shattered stuff. Because let's be honest here, the damage was significant. It just kind of starts popping back into alignment. The flesh knits, the bone kind of restructures itself, and almost like Jade's contorting her body, much like she did pushing before. And when she pulls out, you can see like her hair is dripping red as she's staring directly into Norley's eyes, like a sense of discovery and wild ambition.
So, here's the thing. Some of our party are kind of weird. I mean, just to think about it, I'm the least weird one in this party, so that's really saying something.
Weird doesn't begin to describe
Right.
You're well, okay. Maybe we're about the same amount of weird, but but yeah. So Jade is kind of strange, and sometimes she eats weird things. And apparently Mordecai is a vampire now, and we're going to have to find out what that means for him. But we're still your best hope to get out of here, because if you go off on your own again, it's going to be lots of vampires they'll just eat you on sight, or they'll bring you back here, and then there are some weird bug people that we don't know what they do. And I think you should stay with us. And I promise, I'll pinky swear you, look, I'll pinky swear that I won't let them bite you. And I promise not to bite you myself, okay? Can we do that?
And I said it before, there's strength in numbers.
Fine, but make sure those two stay at least 10 feet away from me.
Wow.
I
When we do the marching order, we'll arrange it so that they're 10 feet away. I'll stand between you and them. How about that?
That works.
I think once you get to know them, you'll feel exactly the same way, but you'll just kind of get used to it.
Okay.
The first thing I suggest doing is barricading us in this room and having a long rest.
Kind of smells in here now, though.
Yeah, we could go back to the forest room and barricade ourselves in there.
Yeah, it was nice in there.
There's a fire there at least.
So they're gonna come probably looking for the troll, and my guess is that this is probably the place where they would look for him. So here, and I don't really think we should stay in the troll room either. I think we should go and look for some place. You know, I was thinking about learning a spell about how we could just haven't figured it out yet. So we're just gonna have to make our own way somewhere. Maybe we can find our way, ideally out, but maybe just like an empty side room where nobody is. That would be nice.
As
I
an
don't know.
aside, during your planning, because this could be you could take this into your consideration. You have pleased a fickle god, and each of you are floating one inspiration point.
Cool.
If you still have one, that's fine. You have the one you have, but this is a floater. It's not the mechanical one for your sheet.
If we
I'll make my one the mechanical one for my sheet because I already used it.
Okay, that's fine.
I still haven't used mine.
Maybe you could have found a use for yours.
Thank you for getting my abilities, guys.
I mean, people are talking about talking about using trolls, and I do actually have a story about that, but might not be too appropriate for stream as it involves sticking one in a box and
I hate to be the practical one again.
capitalizing.
To be the practical one again, but does anyone have like a vial, or we could even maybe put some troll blood in like a water skin for especially Mordecai because he probably doesn't need to drink water anymore.
I have a
Yes.
water skin. I can get that. That's fine.
We can.
Yeah, I if Mordecai's a
We could
water
kick some
skin,
blood in.
and I mean,
I hate to be a burden like that.
So, Mordecai, I don't know if we're going to be able to cure you now. I mean, I've been assuming that the rest of us can get cured, and maybe that's too much. Maybe we don't really know that. But I don't know, now that you've completely changed, I don't know if we'll be able to cure you. And also, I don't know if you'll be able to, like, retain your personality. You might, like, lose it. You might just turn into a vampire now. And that could be really bad. But he
If
warned
it
you
comes
about
to
it.
that. Yes.
She said you were going to die, and you did. But just because you're a vampire, it doesn't mean you're a monster to me.
Yeah, you may be an undead, but you're not an unperson.
If it comes to the point where I'm starting to act against you, just put me down.
if it comes down to it, I'll do it.
That's fair.
Kane's job. That's her
I'll
mission.
hold you to that, Celine. I'll hold you to that.
Please, by all means.
Last thing I'd want to do is hurt anyone.
Jade liked to drink blood too, but I'm not going to drink any blood. I think that vampire now. I'm just going to hang on to my regular food and my regular strawberries. Act like a vampire.
Right, I have to assure you I was eating worms and centipedes and eating raw steak long before meeting any of you. Very little has changed when I think of it. At
You
least
know,
right now.
there are some places where people just eat worms. It's just part of their normal food, and raw steak is some people eat that too. So that doesn't worry me too much. Blood isn't natural though. Nobody normally just drinks blood. I don't think there's any place where people just drink blood. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I'm gonna be discreet about that shit.
Okay, so let's get going. Unless we're gonna end the session right now, let's get going if we can.
So lethality, you said that you did not have your normal session. However, for others of you, do you have work? Do you have school? Do you have something that you got to get to bed? It is 4 a.m. my time.
I had coffee.
Yeah, you had coffee.
For another hour, maybe. But I'm also good if we stop here. I mean, it is kind of a natural stopping
Yeah.
place. And I don't know what's coming, so. Right.
I would suggest stopping here, and as I said, maybe barricading the room and taking a long rest, because if we're gonna stay here anyway, we may.
Session doesn't mean we have to.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't think we should stop here. This is a really bad place because there's going to be monsters and we won't get our rest.
Well, see, that's why I was like, maybe we should barricade it, because there is a door, and
If you want to make an action, that's fine, but do not presume a rest. You may get it, but you may not. But I would rather leave off on an action of barricade, flee, or make a plan to pursue starting next week. Then, but don't presume that you're getting a rest.
Yeah, no.
I think we should.
Yeah, no, okay.
Especially now that
in that case,
the two of us that were hurt the worst apparently got better.
I can still cast Cure Wounds. I can still cast, right?
Yeah.
I could use some points.
I can use some rest. But if there's a better place, I'd rather it be here than in a major intersection.
What do we barricade with, though?
Yeah, that's true. I think Bright actually has the right idea. We should keep going and find a place to rest.
Yeah, well then.
Because I'm tapped.
Why don't we end the session on that? Making the plan to move further ahead, looking for a good rest position going through. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go through there. We could also backtrack, right? There might be, someplace the troll didn't show us.
Actually, yeah,
we
no,
do have the keys now.
Yeah, that is true. Not to mention going this way. That might be where the conversion happens.
Maybe, but here's the thing. This way is, as far as we know right now, one way, whereas here is a major intersection where a lot of traffic will happen. Where do you think's the most likely place where we're going to get spotted?
Yeah, that is true. I suppose we could head towards the sacrifice.
They do the
Like, have a short. In fact,
we know this is where
we don't have
the prisons, but
we don't have a short.
they might have the sacrifice somewhere else.
Yeah.
Take a short rest, we'd probably have time, but I don't think we would have time for a long rest.
All right, so you want to you want to try and take a short rest here in the jail. Is that the course of action?
Floating the idea that,
It's just floating the idea.
Since I guess I'll go back into character. Place, and since the bug people didn't come when the boom went off, they're probably not going to come looking for the troll immediately. But I would feel better about 1 hour than 8. Also, if your 1 hour gets interrupted, it's not really that big of a deal. But if your 8 gets interrupted, that sucks.
Yeah, no,
Really true.
I think we just need to keep moving and look for a place to rest, rather than actually have a rest here.
Okay.
Because this will probably be, you're right, this will probably be one of the areas that they check first, because it's like, oh, we're taking the sacrifice to the cell. So this will probably be
there was a sacrifice. It's laying right there in the middle of the room.
Yeah, but it's not the sacrifice they're thinking of. And technically you too, yes, Mordecai, but no. That's the thing that they're thinking of. They would be thinking to check here first. So I think Bright is right. If we keep going down this hallway and looking for the first possible chance to get a good rest in, and then come back next session on that, I think that would be the best.
Well, I'm under the impression that no one's changing your mind. So, in the sake of getting this going, let's go.
All right.
I think we were going to break the session, though, weren't we? I mean, I can keep playing.
I thought that was my. Well, that was my impression.
Oh yeah.
So
no, that was the action we were leaving.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, it sounds like It sounds like then this is going to be our break point with you all reserving yourselves to go explore the secondary tunnel off of the jail. Having amazing circumstances occur. You all can come to terms with it when you have the time to rest, but ain't nobody got time for that right now.
Exactly right.
I do want to thank you, especially through the technical difficulty. I want to thank you all for sticking through with it, and especially for that amazing roleplay that you had, and not just with the serious stuff when Mordecai did legitimately die, but also with a lot of the other aspects, the comedic, or the more adventurous. You all are doing an excellent job, and I feel very proud to be able to say that I'm your DM and that you have chosen to play with me. It makes me want to continuously improve and to always make sure that I'm offering you things to think about, things to have fun with, and maybe a couple things to stir up the mind or emotions as well. So thank you very much for another opportunity and another week to play with you. And I very eagerly look forward to next Tuesday.
Oh, as do I. Yeah. I think we're all very much looking forward to it.
Mordecai, you beat me to it. I was honestly expecting Jade to be the first one to turn. It's the second most colorful, bright, and amusing one that has now turned into a blood-sucking parasite. And I don't just mean a lawyer.
Yeah.
I think the way the vampirism worked out, that was a good twist. It's not like I hadn't considered the possibility, but when it happened, it still came as a surprise because I was just expecting that Mordecai would be dead there.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting to roll a new character, but then Matty messaged me.
And Nora Lee's currently in the group now. Or Nora Lai. Nora Lai is currently in the group and is apparently an outstanding coward who will abandon us at the first sign of trouble. And she did so before figuring all this out. Now that
This
it's
is
not
canon now.
This probably increased the incentives to start running for the hills.
To be fair, with our part of this, it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
It's off, that's fine, but
just
we'll
remember,
have to find another new player.
If she sticks around knowing what she knows, that might be a measure of the things that she has heard of in her life and the things that she's been exposed to as well. So maybe she'll make you want to run away too.
Very true. And then we can run away together. Although that kind of defeats the purpose.
Jade said it herself. You're going to find it very hard to leave. Between the praised man, woman, and the diviner, where are you going to run that we won't find you?
Yeah. And from anything that the party knows, literally death itself
Cannot keep us down.
So now that Mordecai's a vampire, he can track you by smell, so don't even bother trying to run away.
That's right, don't even bother.
At some point.
Don't turn your back on him. His predatory instincts will suddenly kick in, and then he'll think of a fleeing gazelle.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm too nice for that.
His predatory instincts will kick in. Anyway, Dark Wolf, thank you very much. I'm hoping that now that we're finally integrated, we can end up having some fun.
Yeah.
Not to say it wasn't fun, but
the first session takes a little bit.
Keep the same roster of players for more than like 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Who will be voted off the island next on D&D Survivor?
Well, I just got here, so.
It'll work out. It's
yeah.
gonna be fun.
I look forward to it. If you all want to, now I'm talking to you all as part of as my PCs, but especially in chat, since we are winding down, Lethality, while you're not playing, is your group still going to stream, or should I host someone else tonight?
Hosting someone else tonight is an idea.
Okay.
They're basically on a week hiatus because the DM who got drawn out of the hat had work tonight.
Oh, gotcha.
So we went, and he's also the one who owns the place where we run. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll be back at the same time next week. So
Okay, yep, that's fine.
that'll be fine. I am going to jump off because I am hearing rumors that I may have company.
Okay, yep.
So
Quick, flee, you fool, or fly, you fool.
yes, so I will go. Thank you guys for another absolutely wonderful session. Gave me a chance to spread Celine's wings a bit in terms of her emotive range, because she doesn't emote very much. She's a rather quiet person when it comes to her emotions. So
I'm
being
loving
able
the
to show
fact
that off
that-
people.
I'm looking forward to it because right now you and Mordecai have a lot more ammo to play off of right now. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah. You want to end up making this claim? Well, literally, Mordecai has conquered death. So
Yeah.
where does that put you in the pecking order now?
Well, I could be like, look what I did! I raised him from the dead! Thank you, 12 and 10 cents. That actually means a lot. But, no, I'm gonna jump off.
Yep.
And I will see you guys same time next week.
I feel like this session is missing something. And I'm gonna fix that if you don't mind, Matty. I want to take
Okay.
one quick look, but so give me about 2-3 minutes.
Okay,
And we're gonna see.
I'll be around. Lethality, if you gotta go, I mean, do what you need to do, but I'll be around.
Alrighty. I'll see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
I can stick around, but I'm just gonna go take a quick break.
Yeah.
It's already very late. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I have energy drinks at work.
Well,
It's fine. I survive. Yeah, I definitely had fun tonight.
Oh snap! We just got rated.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, let's see. I Tyrant Games is rating with a party of 5. Well, thank you so much for that.
Woo.
Although, I mean, you get the notification and you know everyone's held up in a 30-second ad or so. So, I gotta hold on to my, yeah, thanks, until, you know, you give the countdown.
Right, right. I've had the most appropriate background music in my playlist going so far.
What
For
have you
this
been-
whole game.
What have you been
For the whole
playing?
session. Like, I have a couple of curated lists that I did for my own D&D sessions,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm just playing off a playlist, and some of them have, like, orchestral music and all that kind of stuff. And it was just like, I wanted to cry. Wanted to cry for a minute.
That's how
And
you
then-
sell it, man. Don't be afraid to shed manly tears.
Oh no, yeah, of course, I sell that. That's like why I went still on like my webcam,
Yeah.
because I wanted to like sell that hard. So,
In all honesty, you did, because I thought your camera froze. You were not moving. I thought you just sort of like bugged out, and I needed to verbally poke you.
Nope. It took me a second to actually like look at Discord because you were chatting me, but
Yeah. Well, if iTyrant Games, for you and anyone else who came in your raid, if you're out of the ad now, thank you very much. I saw you raid just a little bit ago, but I figured you all were caught up in ad purgatory. So thank you all for coming over. Our session is winding down, so we're gonna go raid another person. But still, I very much appreciate you considering us and you know, bringing your crew over and seeing who we are and what we do.
Yeah, but Matty, I was about to end up saying, what packs do you still have? I feel we need to end this on one last thing.
What pack? I have 3 Monster Menagerie 1, and so that's the one with the you know, kind of bread and butter monsters, a lot of little horror themed gribblers. And then I have a sealed brick of the new Dragon Heist minis.
Oh, I saw that link that you posted. I was like, I need that whole set.
And so I should have plenty coming in, but I have the brick of them around here somewhere. I swear. Within hopefully easy grasping. I have my 3 monster manuals. Where did I set my other ones? They are here. I promise you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to take the picture I did. Oh, spit. All right, Derek. So it's what, 10 for a box, and what do you want to put the other 5 towards?
I'm back.
Welcome back, Dark Wolf. I didn't hear you, Derek, if you said something.
I believe that puts it to shipping.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, and you want the new one, correct?
No, I want classic Monster Mirage.
Oh, alright, well hang on. I'm just going to disappear. Alright, then
all right.
choose... Alright. Well, the monsters are right here. So I'm going to hold them up, and then you can choose which one you're feeling lucky. 1, 2 in the middle, or 3 over here. 1, 2, or 3.
Let's take a look. I think I'm feeling good with 3.
3, okay. Bing, bing, bing. These are all broken out of a fresh case, too. All right. You, sir, have some minis. Specifically.
Right.
Whoops. Now there's a flying base. Okay. And I will bring up the guide here. All right, we are going to start out with an orc. Pretty bread and butter, right? Common orc, kind of savage looking, has a big axe. Since you're probably looking. Oh no, I don't have my camera on. I was showing it to the other one.
Oh, I'm actually seeing it. I'm seeing it actually on the stream. So
okay,
it takes a few seconds to catch
orc,
up, but I see it pretty good.
Vampire, which is an uncommon piece. Kind of appropriate, right? And now, my friend, you actually get a choice because you have a rare and a large uncommon. Your large uncommon is a gelatinous cube.
Ooh.
Which, if you do recall, they do open up so you can put a miniature inside of it and then go, there you go. So, a gelatinous cube, or, my friend, and I won't mix it up this time, an Arenyes. So, I guess a devil-formed succubus. Feathery wings, lasso of truth, invisible jet. I'm sorry, that's Wonder Woman. An Arenyes. Like an evil Valkyrie, I guess. A devil Valkyrie.
You want to know what? I'm gotta go with the Enrenyes because you want to know what? I could build so much plot off that.
Okay.
I want one of those so bad.
Then I will put the Arenyes in your box, and I will ship that box out to you because you have a good stash of minis in there.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem.
Okay.
You had to give everybody something when they end up coming in here, especially let's make some awesome bits.
Well, the cube then is going to go into the general population, as will the vampire and the orc. So, all right. Well, thank you very much, Derek. I appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy your devil lady here. I think Devil Lady was the name of an anime.
Well, to be fair, Matty, when devils show up in my campaigns, they just don't lose on principle. They just don't. And if you think you're getting the better of one, you're really a lot more screwed than you think.
So I'm catching up in chat here. Someone read it as a booze dragon. Oh, Ivlon as a booze dragon instead of a bronze dragon. That's a whole different dragon. Although that'd be an interesting name for a tavern. Welcome to the Booze Dragon.
Well done, traveler.
Does it do alcohol damage?
So I guess...
various points of fatigue.
Yeah. Dude, exhaustion is nothing to laugh about in 5th Ed. That's a silent killer right there.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Everyone puckers up when they hear they lose a couple hit points, but man, exhaustion... well, exhaustion's like poison in Magic. Like, you could have 11 billion life, but 10 points of poison, and you're gonzo. Same with exhaustion. You could be at full HP, but you can die from exhaustion.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I think one of the best ways to end up having a party die is literally have possession of a alcoholic ghost who just wants to end up experiencing last time. So they're going to have that party member experience drinking themselves to death.
The spirit of spirits. How meta is that?
I've actually run that one.
Oh, snap. How did that go?
2 players drank themselves to death.
Yikes.
Just as planned.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because at first they thought it was haha, but then when I started explaining on what it's like to the biological effects of what happens when you start to drink yourself to death, that is not a kind way to go. Everybody tries to do some really horrific stuff when it is coming down to, oh yeah, I got skeletons with maggots and all this kind of stuff. No. Reality is far more cruel than your imagination.
Well, and plus, because when you read books or you watch movies, it is about skeletons and maggots. And you watch that because you're getting away from life. And the reason why you're getting away is for the reason you just described. Why would people want to shy away from like a real lifestyle movie when they can go watch something fantastic like a chainsaw killer? Who wants to deal with that real life stuff? Yeah, exactly.
There is no escaping from me.
All right, well, I think we should go. Let's go host someone here, or let's go raid someone. In fact, we can go over and raid. We could raid Cryo. Actually, speaking of chainsaw killers, Cryo Case, who I believe originally came over from the D&D time crew. So a shout out to Cryo Case, who I think was over with Flannel Pug and a couple others. Is currently playing Dead by Daylight. So let's go give him a little bit of love and help him survive, and say thank you. And you know what? We're gonna start a workshop stream tomorrow. We'll build some random characters, have some fun, go back to some bread and butter stuff after a couple weeks of review of other material, and proceed from there. All right, so Cryo Case is going to be getting our raid. Stick around for this here. Cryo Case. Ah, yes, intended for mature audiences. It's because, look, Dead by Daylight it's a little spoopy, right? I mean, you're getting your soul torn out, presumably, and fed to some evil entity. Anyone can die. Not everyone can be impaled through the shoulder multiple times and then consumed by an elder being.
Everybody lives. Not everybody truly dies.
Oh, I love that line. Oh, here we go.
See when I could work on. Hold on.